Welcome everybody to another exciting episode of Language Zone. I'm your host, Mr. JB. Today we're going to take a look at the present continuous, I have been doing. But what we're going to do first is we're going to think of an example situation. All right? It is raining now. It began raining 2 hours ago, and it is still raining. So with knowing this information, you may hear this question and statement. How long has it been raining? And the answer, it has been raining for 2 hours. Now, we use the present continuous for an activity that has recently stopped or just stopped. And there's a connection with right now. So I want you to keep in mind that there will be a connection with the present, with right now. But also remember that the present perfect continuous has the meaning of lately or recently. And if you use a present perfect continuous in a question, such as, have you been feeling all right? It can suggest that the person looks sick or unhealthy. Okay, have you been feeling all right? With a question such as, have you been smoking? It can suggest that you smell the smoke on the person. But when you're using this tense in a question, be careful because it suggests that you see, smell, hear, feel the result of some action, and it's possible to insult someone. So we just want to be really careful with it because it is implying something when you're using the present perfect continuous. The personal pronouns that you're going to need for the present perfect continuous, we have the basics, I, we, they, you, and these will combine with have been, such as they have been doing. Also we have he, she, and it, and these will combine with has been, such as she has been playing. For these next few examples, I want you to keep in mind that there is always a connection with now. Okay? Here it is. You're out of breath. Have you been running? And this means that the person isn't running at the moment, and you would say this if you would like to know what made the person out of breath in the first place. Here's another one. If you meet a friend in the street and his face and hands are very dirty, you can ask, what have you been doing? Now this implies that obviously you can see some form of physical sign on your friend, dirt on the hands, dirt in the face. So you can ask that question, what have you been doing? And here's another one. Naturally, if you started learning English sometime in the past and you're still studying, someone may ask you, how long have you been studying English? Someone may also ask you, where have you been? I've been looking for you for the last hour. But we really now, at this point, I think we should figure out the difference between the present continuous and the present perfect continuous. And we're going to do that by looking at the next two examples. For the first one, present continuous. Hurry up, we're waiting. Now this means that someone is in the process of waiting right now. Okay, that's the present continuous. For the present perfect continuous, we've been waiting for an hour. Now this means that someone was in the process of waiting and they've just stopped waiting. Now in this episode, we've covered the present perfect continuous. So I hope that it was very clear. These are the basics. I'm Mr. JB, and I'll see you next time on Language Zone. Goodbye.